Okay, so hello. Just measure out until we've, oh my god. I am in the middle of making a few videos right now. One of them is going to have, which you'll see the recipe eventually, but one of the cocktails I'm making is going to have a pineapple vanilla bean foam on it. I've gotten a lot of questions before on doing like an in-depth video on like foam using the ISI whipper, whatever this thing is called. I got this just earlier this year, so I'm still definitely like experimenting with it. I've kind of found like my formula that works the best every time. So I'm just gonna walk you through how I make this pineapple vanilla bean foam. I'm so excited. I will find the exact one that I have and I will link it like in the caption, but this is a stainless steel ISI whip canister. What this does is makes like a really nice stabilized foam for the top of your cocktails. Now you might be thinking like foam, I can just do egg white in my cocktail and I will also get foam, which is true. Difference between an egg white foam on your cocktail and this kind of foam is this is flavored, which is like, it's just so fun and it elevates any cocktail. People will be so impressed if you whip out a foam for your cocktail. The formula that I have found that works best, and yes, I have it written down, is 3 ounces of liquid. You can kind of split that up however you want. You can do just 3 straight ounces of, I don't know, pineapple juice, and you'll have a very pineapple-y foam. I'm kind of splitting it up between 3 ingredients. I found that that's kind of like almost like the best formula to have a very complex, flavorful foam is to do 3 different ingredients within those 3 ounces. So you can kind of split it up however you want based on which flavors you want to be the most prominent. So I'll kind of give you an example of the one we're going to do today. I'm doing 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice, 1 ounce of vanilla bean simple syrup, and 1/2 ounce of lime juice. So I'm splitting it up that way because pineapple juice is really going to be the main flavor. I'm going to do 1 ounce of vanilla bean simple syrup because I do want more vanilla bean flavor in there, but it's simple syrup, so it's sweet. So any more than 1 ounce is going to be probably too sweet. Then we're doing 1/2 ounce of lime juice because I just want that to kind of accentuate the flavors. Lime juice is like very tart and acidic. Any more than 1/2 ounce, you're really going to taste the lime juice and it might overtake the other flavors. So 3 ounces of your liquid, 2 ounces of cold water, always, and then 1 gram of methyl cellulose. A lot of people put egg whites in their foams to get that like stabilizer. Egg white does the same thing as methyl cellulose. I've just found that methyl cellulose stabilizes it for longer, so the foam kind of lasts longer on that cocktail as you drink it and doesn't like dissipate, I guess. And then 1/4 gram of xanthan gum, which is a binding agent. So I will talk kind of more about that as we make it. But anyway, I'm rambling. Let's just make the frickin' foam. 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice. Here is our vanilla bean simple syrup. 1 ounce of this. Lime juice, so I'm just going to squeeze that really quick. There are our flavors. Now, I am debating adding like some more vanilla bean because I really want that flavor in there. So I think I am gonna add a little bit more and I'll kind of show you how I get like the inside out of a vanilla bean. So let me move my camera 1 second. So I'm just gonna do 1/2. I just cut down the middle, but I don't want to cut all the way down to the other side because I want to just be able to kind of peel it open. Kind of just open that up. And then what I do is I take the back of a knife and just scrape it out. So there is our vanilla bean. I'm just going to add that to the canister. And then we've got our 2 ounces of water, cold water. Now this is where you're gonna kind of feel like a mad scientist. I've got my scale and just a little bowl. We've got our methyl cellulose and our xanthan gum. Take a little spoonful of methyl cellulose and just measure out until we've got a full gram. Put that right into our canister. The xanthan gum is our binding agent, so it's going to hold all of our ingredients together. The xanthan gum is a little bit harder to measure because 0.25 grams is so little that the scale like barely picks it up. So just going to add that. So that's it. So, well, that's not it, but that's it for the ingredients. So put our top on. I'm just going to shake all the ingredients together just for like 30-40 seconds. Okay, now the fun part. So you're gonna need 2 nitrogen chargers. I told you really feel like a mad scientist when you do this. So drop the nitrogen charger into the canister, take this little lid off, and then this gets screwed on here, and you're gonna hear the nitrogen go into the canister. Ooh, I don't think that was supposed to happen. That's never happened before. Okay. Oh, I'm missing this little piece. I forgot to put this on. Oops, this little yellow piece I think is supposed to keep that closed. Hopefully it's fine. I hope I didn't ruin it. I guess we'll find out. So this gets shaken with the nitrogen charger for about 30 seconds, and then I'm going to let this sit for about 3 minutes, and then we're gonna charge it with another nitrogen charger. So we'll be right back. Okay, let it sit. So when you take it out, you should also hear the nitrogen again, like that. And then we do it again. So we charge it with 2 nitrogen chargers. Like that. Give it another good shake. We just put our little cap back on, and then this has to sit in the fridge for at least 30 minutes before you use the foam. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge, and we'll come back once I've made the cocktail, and we're ready for our foam. It's been actually about like an hour since I put this in the fridge, so we are ready. So I'm just going to take off this little yellow knob thing that keeps this shut. And then we have this piece, which is where the foam dispenses from. So that just gets screwed on there. Right, give it a good shake. And then we've got our cocktail and our foam. Ooh. Ooh, that was a lot. Usually it's like a lot prettier and you can like swirl it. Oh my God. This is so much foam, but you get the point. For some reason that like exploded out of there, but usually you just kind of like swirl it on and you don't use like this much. But actually this is a good example because you can see the methyl cellulose we use is the stabilizer, and like look at how perfect that foam is just like sitting there. Like she's not moving. That's our pineapple vanilla bean foam. I did already try it because I made the video and it's delicious. I literally just want to eat this like by itself. This is so much foam, like I can't even drink this. That is how I've been using my ISI whipper. You really need to find out the name, like the actual name of it, ISI whip container. It's amazing. Like it makes incredible foams for your cocktails, mocktails. I hope that was educational. Let me know if you have any questions. Happy to answer any. It's definitely like a complicated tool, but the more you use it, the easier it will get. And following that formula of like 3 ounces liquid, 2 ounce cold water, and your binding agent and stabilizer will hopefully give you like a perfect output. So that's all. Hope you enjoy. Cheers.